Okay guys, this is Mama Mita and I'm back home now, and so now I'm getting ready to empty out my car and clean it all up and get my other van ready to go out to go car camping on the weekends locally and stuff. So the princess is back and she made it home, and we did 12,000 miles on that trip. To show you how this is set up. So now you see this the front seat here. This front seat can go forward or it can go back. And so that really helps with your decision, because in the old Prius that I had, my 2008, I sometimes took this chair and laid it all the way flat. And I used the back part of the other chair to come forward, and it made a complete bed that went all the way to the front. But I kind of like this way, and I want to show you how I do. So now I've got my stove here, okay? And this is my kitchen box. Let me show you.
Okay.
And this kitchen box is the frying pan and the lid. And then I've got this little thing here that you can open up. It's like like those things that the dogs can drink out. It's like collapsible. So I have that. I'm going to go more in detail after. I just want to make sure that you understand the seat part and how I've got it done. So I'll come back to the kitchen box. I want to make sure that I've got enough on my camera storage here. Okay, so I put this box, I put it down like that, and I move it more towards that area there, just to give it a little bit of space here. Then I take my other box, which is a kitchen box with, you know, the kitchen utensils that I use, and then like maybe a little bit of food stuff that I have in there. And I put it on top here too. Now I push it more towards that way. Then at that point, I take the back seat. Now you see the back seat can be 3-seater or it can be a 2-seater. And I take that and I fold that down just like that. Okay, and then I take my yoga mat and I cover those things there, because those can kind of press in on your back. You might even have to do them a little more, because some people might feel sensitive to that. But you can do that, you know, you can put a little spot of your memory pad there. So then I take the memory pad and I go forward here with it. Now on the memory pad, I like my chair about that length going across, okay? Because that way I can look out my window to see cars passing, or I can see from my mirror and stuff. It doesn't give me any blind spots. So I like that there. Now you could leave this headrest off, or you can leave it on. I leave mine on. I like it on. But the old way with the Prius, you took that off in order for that to fold down to meet that seat. And the same thing with the headrest on the back seats. Now, the newer Prius, this one's a 2012, I can't get the back headrest to come off. So I just leave them like that. That's fine for me, because I actually like this way better. But the old way was fun too though, okay? So then you take this part here, you've got some gaps. You see those gaps? Okay, so what I do with my gaps, I have my backpack pretty much sits here, and it's got stuff that I need, you know, in it. So I keep there, like I keep my iPad in there, so I'm not showing all the stuff that I have. So I put, you know, my iPad in there, and I got my backpack there. And then I take here in this space here, I have enough space to either put a pair of tennis shoes or my hiking boots, which will build it up. And then if I have any more space around here, I can put maybe some clothes, like the dirty clothes bag. You can just use your imagination to come up with whatever you want to fill up that spot with. And then at that point, I put this here like that. So it just lays in perfectly fine. Now let me back up so you can see that. See how that is? All right, so I'm gonna stop the camera now, and I'm gonna go to the back so you can see how the hatch looks. There you go. Now that's the back of the hatch area, okay? So now you see my bed is slightly shorter. It could be wider, right? It could be, but that was the only piece of memory pad I had, you know, left over. And I'm like, I'm not going to go out and buy another piece of memory pad, because that's expensive. Plus, it kind of reminds me not to go off, you know, too much on the right-hand side, because you've got that vent. Let me make sure you guys know where that vent's at, okay? See right there? there's your vent. Okay, that's the side on the right hand side. That you do not want to cover up. You want to keep that open because that's part of your hydro system, and you can get yourself in trouble with that. So you don't want to do that. And that's just, you see how thick that memory pad is? And I am just totally comfortable. And there's my blankets all stacked up ready, but I'm going to put them back in my garage area because, or actually not my garage area, it's a shipping container that we use here at our RV. But I'm going to put those back in for storage. Okay, so now let's go back here. All right, now, so up underneath here, if you go back to the Princess Prius video, I was trying to show you that. The handiest little table ever. Okay, so now I took the floor mats out so you could get a better view. So what I usually put over here on this side is I have my laundry basket, I have my shower bag to go into Planet Fitness. Everything's ready to go with my fresh clothes and stuff ready to go. Then over here on this side, I keep a pair of scissors just in case I need them for something. But I also have up underneath here the propane bottles, 2 little green propane bottles. Now, this thing here, I'm going to flip it over so you can see. Now, you see those things there? I have 4 of them around the sides. And this, I've had this since I had the other Prius. Now, those have legs that screw onto those. I'm going to pull those out and I'm going to show you how this works. So hold on just a second. All you have to do is just basically lift this thing up. And you've got a whole trunk underneath there. And if you take that trunk part out, which lifts up like a big plastic bucket, underneath that is a spare tire and my chain. Now, some people don't even take the spare tire. They just use those plug things that you plug in, you know, like when you get a nail, whatever, and you stab it with the little repair kit and stuff. They do that. I just keep it there because, you know, it doesn't bother me. I don't have that much stuff anyway. Okay, so that's how that piece looks. So let's stop the camera. There you go. You see? Now, I've only got 2 legs on, but I actually have 4. Okay, so I can take that and go set it next to the picnic table, this little portable table here. Now, I want you to see what I've got back here. I've got groceries all in here with extra, like paper towels and things like that I might need. I've even got a little spare mini heater up in there. The 2 propane bottles. I've got a camping chair. I've got my electrical cord if I go to the state park. Plus I got the adapter that I need. So that's a pretty good size area. I don't even really have to take all that stuff, but I did, you know. I mean, and it's kind of nice. And so you see how this is? It's a big plastic thing. And you could just lift that right out. And up underneath there is your tire, your spare tire with your chains. I didn't use the chains because I was okay without the chains. But the chains sit underneath there, okay? So that's, look at all that. You've got plenty of space in this little car. This car, there's people that live in these things. I mean, you can see them on YouTube. They live in them and they save a lot of money. I mean, if I had to live in one, I would have no problem living in it. I was almost 2 months in this car going the 12,000 miles and I had no problem whatsoever with sleeping in this car and living out of this car. It was just a great little car. To show you how easy that just closed down. It's easy to access, you know, get to. And then you lock it in place. And then at that point, hold on. Okay, so there you go. Now that's with 2 legs. And that, I can put my stove on there. I could just slide it out, put my stove on there, and do my cooking and stuff here. And I could take my camping chair out, my folding camping chair, and set it right here and eat at the table if I want, okay? Or I can take and put all 4 legs on the table and move it away from the car and use it like maybe near the picnic table as an extension or whatever. I've never done that before, but that's an option. Or if I was at the rest area and there was no table, I could pull it out and use it there.
Hey, that's pretty good.
And cook on it and have my lunch there or my dinner there. Another thought that I was thinking about, you know, to save money on is because I have my handicap thing when I go to the state park, because I live in Washington State, I have to, I normally would pay 50% of what the campsite costs. So if it's say $15 for full hookup, that's not bad. But to save even more money, I can use the day, go in the daytime, and I don't pay anything to the state park. And I can use it, cook my food, whatever, and then at night I could go to Planet Fitness and save, money by not staying overnight at the state park. If someone really is hurt on money and, they really need to save, that's a great way to save money too, right there. And make sure you cook all your meals out of your car, make all your meals and stuff, and only buy what you necessary need, because the ice costs money now. Everything's costing so much money, so you have to really think about how you are going to save money to help you get through your rough times. I was talking about. So the last thing I'll leave you with, hello, Daddy. Daddy. Hello, Daddy. Can you say hello? Are you a sweet little boy? That's my baby named Daddy. Daddy used to be a bad boy, but Daddy got fits, and so now he's a good guy. He likes to hang around. This is his colony here. He has 3 colonies where we live, and so he's got his females, and he makes sure that they stay in line and nobody else comes over to the yard. Okay, guys, so there you go. If you enjoyed my video today, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do it. I hope this has helped you. On the last section of that video, somehow or another my sound went off, but I wanted to keep those pictures so that you could see those, okay, to make sure that you knew what was going in the car, what I put in the car. So I put it back so that you could see that the table, I turned it a different way now. Here that you can spin out, and then I have these things, and they'll hook to it too, so it's not going to go anywhere. I went really careful on this table to make sure that I could, use it when I needed it. Okay, so that's how that looks. All right, with the floor mats out and with my luggage out that I carried with me, and then I took that panel piece off. It just lifted up, and you see how much space I have down inside there. I have 2 bags of groceries. I have the little heater. And then I have the big extension cord, and I have this folding chair, camp chair. And then I've got the legs that fit in here. Everything fits in here. I usually keep just 3 legs because I use 1 leg to start the car when I'm in bed because I'm kind of lazy.
You serious?
Of how I've got my car set up underneath the trunk area and how I did my bed and stuff. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, well, please do. You guys have a nice day, and we'll talk to you again. Goodness, guys. I can't believe, I thought it wasn't recording, I thought, oh shoot, it made a mistake. It didn't get the voice on there. But it actually did. But you guys can enjoy the little booper on there. It looks like it's gonna rain here, like it doesn't rain very often here, right, in the Pacific Northwest. So I've got all this stuff spread all out here, and the cats, because I'm a furrow mom of 14 cats, and they're like roaming around looking to see what's going on. And I don't want one of them to get rolled up and get put in the shipping container with the stuff and all. And I'm trying to take out what I need out of this car into the van, and it's like, oh my gosh. And then I don't want it to rain either because you don't want them to get wet and get moldy and stuff. Oh my, it's a race against the rain. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye now.